and we're right now at Tijuana, and we're like 15 minutes from the border of Tijuana, and we're next to El Boulevard 2000, and we are doing a study for USP2 about the concept of what's going on in the development of like the Mexico now, or development of Mexico, and the effects on the environment.
Tijuana is a vivid example of what's going on in the development of developing countries. You have these areas that are developing economically, but in the long run, they're actually experiencing a lot of environmental consequences, such as erosion and contamination and pollution that they can generate and that they have to live with.
Yeah, they don't really know, people are not really paying attention of the environmental effects that this is going to cause. We're actually in one of the new developments in Tijuana. This is one of the homes that they're building, and pretty big size. And what is funny, that we found funny, is that development says that is, please, you're going to live close to nature. And this is the nature they're talking about. But here's the big picture of the nature from inside of one of the models. And it looks like they're just bring up the walls, big walls, so, but that's the nature they're talking about. You can see the tires there. And that's the other side. I guess this was some type of ranch. So there's other type of homes. And you can actually see some burning. I guess it's trash. Get closer there. This is brand new homes. So they're just, since we're in the second floor, you know, you can only see this from second floor, but not from bottom, because you can see the walls here, the big walls they're building.
So this is an example of erosion. All the water that is coming up from the ranch, which is to the eastern side of here, ends up draining down, and when it rains, you see how it creates these streams that eventually are going to get dumped out into that big body of water that we saw right by the
New development.
right by the new development. And as the water is draining down, you can also see that trash that's,
it smells really bad.
yeah, the trash and the and all the harmful things that people throw out of their houses is getting caught in that stream, and it's all getting dumped out into that water until you see like the big piles of waste that ends up by the tenements, and then that ends up getting pumped out and is used for the agriculture, which is not good for the health of any of the local people that live here and that have to live in that situation, that have to eat the food that is produced from that, and that have to live among all the waste that's.
Yeah, and that lake, that form of lake that they created, belongs to property management, I guess. It's some type of ranch, and it's irrigation. We don't really know, but we just saw the tubes and we don't know where it does connect to, but all this water is being pumped out
Somewhere, someone's using it.
Someplace else, and we just haven't found a connection to where it's been coming over. But there's trash all over, smells really bad, and they're just bringing this big, tall, It's from Tijuana. It's all the way to the south in Rosarito. But what we see here, it's like all the rocks, the erosion
that happens after the rain.
Because of the heavy rain that happened this last weekend. Okay, this looks like a really good picture. Nice waterfall, right? Kids taking showers here. But we're actually in el Boulevard Dormil. It's a connection from Tijuana that it goes all the way to Tecate, Rosarito. This is the same Boulevard 2000.
Yeah.
And the kids playing here. There's water.
Playing in the water, bathing in it, and it goes from there all the way down these tubes, and it gets dumped into this kind of like drainage area, and then it goes from here, and these pipes are going to lead it all the way down, and it's all going to dump out on that other side, and it eventually will lead up to that big body of water that we saw right next to the new development.
Lake, and this is where they get them from. One of our key findings in our research is that developers in Tijuana are building in areas that are environmentally sensitive, like the new homes shown in the video that demonstrates that they're being built in troughs of surrounding mountains.
At the same time, we found that these developing areas are in need of a more formal structure for trash disposal systems where the community can use an easier and more efficient way to dispose of their unwanted waste and materials and simultaneously protect the environment and improve their personal health.
TJ is making great efforts by building more transportation infrastructure in order to connect neighborhood cities. However, the government needs to consider how it's fracturing the ecosystem, and at the same time, they're building these roads in areas that are not ecologically safe.
We believe that this community has a good concept about reusing water. However, they are lacking the tools, knowledge, and skills on how to conduct gray water treatment properly. Developers and the Mexican government can help with this problem by offering better solutions for storing and reusing gray water treatment in a more sanitary way.
We have concluded that for a city like Tijuana that is willing to renovate itself, the government and the general population needs to have a better understanding of safety regulations and sanitation practices.
They can do this by creating more social outreach programs in schools and in the workplace. And overall, the government, in conjunction with new developers, needs to find solutions to grow in a way that's more ecologically sustainable.
Thank you.
Thank you.